I think my favorite thing to do out here by far is digging up rocks or finding rocks and moving rocks around and using them as material. And so I've got a big pile of rocks here. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, I get my cardio workout. I feel like I don't need to go to the gym. I'm out in the sun, and it's just good, honest work, you know. All right, so I'm making a little footbridge. These are going to be deeper, these swales, water catchments. And then down there is the bigger swale or pond. And in between the two water features, I guess, is where the dome is going to be built. Just like Tetris, which I love. Love me a good game of Tetris, you know? Oh, these fit perfectly. What? It's almost like cheating. Love when that happens. Well, these are all flat rocks too that I collected, so that helps. But yeah, they're just fitting together so nicely. Then I'm going to do a dry pour with concrete once I get these set. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. So they're starting to look like a face, you know? The eyebrow, eyes, long nose. Might have to make a mouth. Anyway, I like how it's turning out, and it's exactly how many rocks I had to complete the bridge. How about that? Look at this. I've got this duct taped together broom. You know what I mean? You don't have to get fancy to get the job done. So anyway, got the concrete dry poured. Just gonna smooth it out, get it into all the cracks before I water it down. Certainly better than how it started. I don't know if anybody remembers back that far, but I would dump, anytime I left a bag of concrete or mortar out in the rain, I would just dump it here. And so these are just neglected bags of concrete, you know what I mean? And that's what forms the bridge. So certainly an improvement over that. And then what you do is let it dry, brush it again, get all the rocks off, squirt it down until it looks like it should look. But I think it looks pretty good. All right, so here I've been collecting rocks and transforming this little area, little walking path. Leading to the labyrinth, right? Centerpiece. And then it continues over to the footbridge, which I'm going to walk on. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I have to repair it already. Well, not a big deal. Kind of needs one more layer, one more coat. But yeah, a note. none of this was planned. I do things organically. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, back in the 70s, broke things down into, you either have a romantic mind or a classical mind. The classical sees the parts, and I'm paraphrasing here, but the romantic mind sees the entire composition and proceeds that way. I am definitely, according to his definition, a romantic. I think holistically, compositionally. So it's like painting. You know, I don't work on just one part of the painting. I work on the whole thing, and I layer it that way. A classical painter would do it more linearly, where you sketch it out and you move bit by bit until you achieve the whole. And that's the difference here. So thank you, Robert Persig. I haven't thought of you or your book in quite some time.